lake balls versus refurb versus new. What's your opinion on those three? So we've got lake balls, we've got refurbished, and we've got new. Talk to me.
Like the difference.
Differences, what you expect to see.
Well, if I'm honest, before we shot that video back in the summer, when I bought some refurbished golf balls online from American Golf, I expected the refurbished golf balls to be absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
The refurbished balls, depends on where you get them from and the quality of them, they were much, much better than I expected them to be. Performance-wise, way better. The cover on them is definitely not as good as it should be. I think they repaint the cover, which from what I've been told changes aerodynamics and all this, but I didn't see any evidence of that whatsoever. They do scuff up quicker. Yeah. This is refurbished balls I'm on
about now. Out of the bunkers, they're terrible.
So refurbished balls is where they've literally taken an old Titleist Pro V1 or whatever it is, stripped the cover off and repainted it with a new lacquer, basically. So it's not the correct finish you would get on a premium Pro V1 golf ball from the shops. But for the price point, I can't remember,
half price.
£20 for 12 balls, I think it was. When I cut them in half, they were genuine Pro V1s. The question is, are all of the refurbished golf balls out in the world genuine Pro V1s?
The way to do that is buy a dozen, cut them all open and see, and then go and play.
But genuinely, that's the only way you can check it. Like, even, I think, didn't I open 2 or 3 of them in that pack? So I was like, I want them all to be the same as well. And they weren't the new Pro V1. They were like 2015 Pro V1. But they worked. Lake balls.
I've got a question on lake balls.
Go for it.
So, in theory, a lake ball, obviously, is a Pro V1 or whatever that's been hit into a lake and taken out, maybe washed and whatever. But I don't know the answer to this. I'm just speculating and just asking. If a golf ball has been at the bottom of a lake for 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, will that not have an effect on the inside of it? And potentially then the washing of it, if you like, want to call it that, the cleaning, does that not have an effect?
You would think so. Yeah, I actually don't know the answer to this.
I don't know.
Dead honest, because maybe we need to buy some lake balls and test them. Because lake balls, in theory, they don't get recovered. They are literally, as you mentioned, dragged out of a lake. It's actually a massive business now, you know. Like, there's guys out there making tons of money professionally diving into golf courses with permission from the golf course. And often what they'll do, they'll go and pay the golf course. They'll say, right, can I pay you $5,000? I'm going to pick all your lakes full of golf balls, and I keep the golf balls and sell them. And golf courses are like, yeah, okay, well, why not? And they'll divvy them all out and they'll bag them all up. Right, that's a bag of Pro V1s. Like I say, they'll clean them. They don't repaint them. So typically what you'll see is the actual ball that went in the water, scuffed, scratched, whatever it may be, they drag it out, clean that's the ball that you buy. So it's more like a second-hand golf ball so much. I don't know what the influence is, whether a golf ball's been in the water for a week, a month, a year, 5 years. I don't know. I know that they definitely go browner, because I've seen that, you know, when you find a Pro V1 that's been in the water for 5 years or whatever. The problem is you can never tell how long it's been in the water for unless you actually put it in water and said, I'll come and pick you back up in 5 years. This would be a good experiment,
but it'd be a bit boring. We could actually get a golf ball, put it in water for like a year.
5 years.
And then come back and test it and see if it's different. Who knows?
And I know because of the water and the residue and everything else in the water, they do go brown and whatever, but I'm sure that can scrub off. I feel like you're probably more safer with lake balls because you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Compared to refurbished balls, because refurbished is a little bit dodgy. I think there are brands out there or websites selling fake golf balls that have been refurbished. If you can, I know it's hard. If you want a Pro V1, obviously the 40 quid a dozen, which is too much in my opinion. I think we've got a video coming out soon actually about Pro V1s. But you're actually better off just buying a £20 Titleist golf ball, which in fairness does have a lot of benefits to it, and the performance will still be great for you going out and playing golf. It's just not a Pro V1. I think there's so many more golf ball options now with all these kind of brands that are, you know, making golf balls that are on paper more similar to Pro V1s.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of balls that are cheaper that probably for most people are going to perform as well as a Pro V1, but Pro V1 has been the gold standard for 20 years and people know they're expensive in the premium. So if you walk into a shop and you see a £20 version because it's been found in the lake, people are going to still buy them, aren't they?
I think your best bet is just buying them off the kid who says on the 13th seat your local course, yeah, mate, I've got some golf balls, do you want some? And you go, yeah, okay. Oh, that's mine actually. No, it's not, mate. I didn't.
No, of course it's you playing that.
Yeah, rough ones.